Hi, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the media. So I want you to start thinking about your favorites. Your favorite video game, your favorite cartoon or anime, your favorite movie, band or singer. Why do you like this so much? For example, I really like the Backstreet Boys. I remember the first time I heard them, I was in my cousin's house. I was maybe 5 years old and I became obsessed. I remember that I used to go to the internet cafe just to download pictures and learn all of their song lyrics. Okay, so just think about this before class so we can all share our right stories. Great, let's continue. Now, please read these statements about violence in the media. Do you agree with them? It can make people aggressive. It is just harmless entertainment. It is harmful to children. And it should be banned. Think about this before class so we can all share. Great. Now, let's read the sentences. What is the meaning of the pink words? He is traumatized. He has witnessed too much violence. In this case, witness is referring to what he has observed, right? The hashtag Fuera Yamatei is trending on Twitter. Trending means that it is very popular, right? The last one. I don't like the way that kid acts. He has such bad behavior. Behavior is the way we act. Very good. Now, here I have other words, but we have the synonyms. So I want you to please pause the video and match them. Once you finish, come back. Okay? Let's go ahead and check. So if you are familiar with something, it means that you know about this thing. A complex issue is a difficult subject. The critics of something are people who don't like something. Extreme refers to really bad. If you identify with something, it means that you think that you are alike, that you are like this particular person or thing. And turn their attention to is start looking at. Okay? Great. Now let's continue. Please go to student book page 26. We're going to read the article. And let's decide. Is this article in favor or against video games? Why? Then think. Do you agree with the article? Let's read and listen.
Page 26. 1. Reading. B. Understanding viewpoints. Read the article. Which of the statements in exercise A would the writer agree with? Find reasons for your answers in the article. Not just a game.
Whether we like it or not, violence is part of all mass media. It's on TV and the internet, in movies, music, and the video games people play. What is most disturbing, perhaps, is that it's not just in adult entertainment. On a typical Saturday morning, children's television shows up to 25 acts of violence per hour, which means that by the age of 18, the average person has witnessed around 200,000 violent acts. What kind of impact does this have on young people? Over 25 years ago, psychologists found that elementary school children who watched many hours of violence on television had more aggressive behavior as teenagers. In recent years, however, researchers have turned their attention to the problem of violence in video games, which are now a more popular form of entertainment than movies. One disturbing trend in video game design is the number of games that include extreme violence and killing. Critics of video games are concerned about the impact that these types of video games can have, especially on young people. Violent games are often blamed for aggressive behavior on school playgrounds and, in extreme cases, for the rise in school shootings. However, are violent video games the cause of violent behavior? Psychologists claim that there is evidence to suggest that playing violent video games really does make people feel, think, and behave more aggressively. The research also suggests that video games have a greater influence than television because they are interactive and players identify with and take on the role of the killers in the games. There are games that reward players for positive, pro social behaviors, such as cooperating or sharing. However, children tend to prefer games that require them to be aggressive, violent, or competitive in order to win. One point that critics of violent video games make is that these games are regularly used as part of military training, where the aim is to desensitize the players to killing. The same seems to be happening to young people, they say. In one study, 80% of junior high school students said they were familiar with a particular violent computer game, but fewer than 5% of parents had even heard of it, which proves how little parents are engaging with this complex issue. Isn't it time for us all to take more interest in the effect that media violence has on us and do something about it?
Okay, great. So we're going to share this during our class, okay? I will see you then. Bye bye.